May hapon, Abel Moya, nata sa Iligan City karon. Ay mamata to si Abel o niya gikan pag yun siya sa mga area sa
Second Mechanized Brigade.
Second Mechanized Brigade. I heard nga nakadawat mo og plake, no? Sa pakigdait ni siya. So, pwede pa ila-ila nimo ang pakigdait o bahin sa unsa tong plaque ang nadawat sa pakigdait.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Ako si Abel. The good thing is we were able to receive a plaque of recognition from no less than the General Abrina of the 2nd Mechanized Brigade, recognizing the contribution of Pakigdait in providing the space and providing the interfaith space in sustaining the peace that we have sa lalawigan sa Lanao del Norte, pila sa Bang Iligan. Pero dili lang kita ang nakadawat, daghan po ang mga civilian organizations and offices and also the local government official who also been recognized by the 2nd Mechanized Brigade on the occasions of the 14th anniversary. We've been partnering the security sector because we believe that in the time of peace, the soft power of the military really help brings and sustain peace at the ground. Sa mga lugar na wala pa kaayo na gaps ang presence ng gobyerno, it's the militaries symbolizes the structure of the government from far community. So that's why in building peace in that community, we need to partner all stakeholders. So our presence is just simply a manifestation of we're putting flesh and bone on the full of nation approach because we believe that all stakeholders is very important. So Pakigdait is an interfaith civil society organization. We've been here for the last almost 25 years. Kaswagan is our birthplace where there's an all-out war. We believe that the religion is a bridge rather than the divide. That's very important that in our respective faith there's a culture of tolerance, acceptance, and friendship. At the end of the day, friendship makes bridges and friendship to our respective faith is very important to really not just to build peace but also to sustain. It's more difficult to sustain peace than to build peace. In time of peace, faith really comes because that's very important.
Oh, daghang salamat Abel. Oo. So, naatan karon sa Zoey Cafe, no? Na ay NCMF National Commission of Muslim Filipinos nga sponsorship sa usa ka interfaith dinhi. Og maayo kay na-meet nimo silang Director Masorong, no? Na
Yeah.
future pod nga kuan nga
Engagement.
oo. Nindot kayo. Tapos sa karon man god feeling nila pod murag nagkapa-kapa pa sila kay interested sila sa Iligan for a long time, gusto sila diri. Ikaduha pa daw ni nga interfaith engagement or activity nila. So nalipan nga ni nabala ka basig walay mo anhi. So salamat sa Dios na naapoy ni abot pod mga more than 15 ang niabot, no, na yung mga Muslims na Christians. Ug nindot kayong mga talks. Pero mas nindot ang tatog naaka. Pero mamay kapalaran nga naaka importante nga giadto, no. So unsa may imong ipanghinaot para sa last word nimo labi na sa mga kabatan-unan karon nga siguro na busy kay silang gadget so silang kaugalingon nga world. Unsa may imong masulti sa ila?
Sa kanunay ginaingon natong ang kabatan-unan ay paglaom ng ating kinabukasan, so to speak. But I just would like to say that ngayon na ang panahon. Let's not wait for the future. I think in any conflict for that matter, both the actors and victims are youth. Both the actors and the victims are youth. So let's start from building from them so that they cannot just be a victim but rather a mover for peace.
Did you hear about this survey that the Philippines is the bully country of the world? Tinood ka to?
I haven't heard that, but that's sad.
Very sad, very telling, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Unsa kay kuan na murag possible cause?
There's so much to talk about bullying because bullying starts from the family, from within. So any values for that matter. But two things. One, you have to strengthen the values from within the basic sector, which is the family. But you also have an enabling community and enabling structures where the religious leader and the faith-based leaders can also help provide the enabling environment. If you have problem from within, from the family, paglabas niya, if you have also an enabling that would somehow address that. So, but it's very complicated. It's also structural. I don't think it's also some point cultural, no? But so we have to address bullying, not just the act, but the root causes that why there's such a bullying.
As pakigdait, mayroon ba mo mga programs to address this issue?
We have biases and prejudices and campaign against hate speech. We have that
Cyber hate speech?
both in the campus and the community and also virtual. So we also have tools that addresses how to address the red flags in terms of the biases and prejudices and how speech are being delivered among the youth. So we have to adjust your language on the basis of the generation, the Gen Z and the corresponding, because they have their own language. And for us, we need to know more about that to have more concrete and tangible approach in terms of bullying addresses in the context of faith and in the context of culture.
Yes. And your immediate context is Iligan City, no?
Iligan and Lanao del Norte.
Iligan and Lanao del Norte. So, lapad ka ide, no?
Dapat.
So, focus lang takadjot sa kaning Iligan, no? Kay kani si Director Masorong, the NCMF, na sila murag interest jud sa Iligan. Gusto kay sila nga ang ilang presence din or ilang services makuha. Ug nindot gani nga naay collaboration, no, in the katong mga stakeholders diri, no, with nalipay siya nakaila sila sa RMCMDP o sa pakigdait o sa uban pa, no. So kaya ako pud sa the moment na involved sa kaning sa organizing sa revitalization of Bishop Ulama Conference. Ang impression dahil na sulod ako, dito naman dapit sa Cotabato. Murag namingaw ta diri sa Lanao, ano. So ang hope natong murag mubugat po dinhi nga ano. So most likely pag ang mga stakeholders na ay collaboration, daghan na silang mga engagement siguro na sila yung mga strategy nga mahimo. So ang akong question ako nimo kaning context unsay reading nimo sa immediate context which is Iligan City. What's happening, especially with the Christian-Muslim relations?
One, rich og history ang Iligan. If we try to go back sa history, ito yung social context. What's happened in Iligan is the social context that bring about the BUC o Bishop Ulama Conference. No? Dito nang galing si Bishop Gomez. At that time, dito rin nagsimula si Bishop Capalla. And Mutilan from Lanao del Sur. So, ibig sabihin, very rich in terms of history ang Iligan and Lanao del Norte and Lanao del Sur for that matter. So therefore, but we need to sustain that. We need to continue to bridge and bring the history and the lessons that brought about by that history of Bishop Ulama Conference. So that's one. But on the other hand, there's also many instances that Iligan are also being subjected to strong biases and prejudices when there's a resurgence of war, an all-out war in 2008, Moya AD war, and the Marawi siege. So every time there's a challenge of how these biases resurrect every time there's a war. So you need to, as I said, you have to build and sustain that approach for you to have that. So you have to start from the youth and religious leaders.
Yes. So daghan salamat. Actually daghan pa ko pwede pangutana masulod sa kung una ron ng Kauswagan. I don't know if you're willing to talk about your
I think
engagement with Kauswagan.
I
heard the NCMF on the 19th, they're going there.
Yeah. Again, Kauswagan, precisely because Kauswagan is our birthplace as Pakigdait. It's also the place where then Joseph Estrada declared an all-out war. of 2000.
Muna, ibalo sa...
Kauswagan,
yun.
Kauswagan yun. Dito gideklarar ni Joseph Estrada ang all-out war na thousands upon thousands of being displaced and that's a mother of all war. That's why we call it all-out war. It happened in Kauswagan. It started in Kauswagan. So
What happened? How come you became, how did you start as a group, Pakigda?
that's our birthplace. That the birthplace of Pakigdait more than 20 years ago, precisely because our priest president or chair then is the parish priest of St. Vincent Ferrer, Father Regiciano. When the structures were shattered in that place, the only places that somehow prevailed to stand and to erect are the churches and masjid. So we started to pick up the pieces through that respective followers from Kauswagan. So the first leaders of Pakogdait are leaders from 6 different faiths within Kauswagan. They call upon their respective flocks and slowly come up with activity that will bring them together. So we then established the Kauswagan Week of Peace from March 17 to 22 after an all-out war. So we started as a simple local organization based in Kauswagan and start slowly becoming a what is now the Pakigdait.
Very good. I heard this, you can confirm it's true, but at one time the general or colonel, whoever was on the army side against the Muslim extremist side, or what it was, struggle fighters, si Commander Bravo.
Yeah.
In this time daw, or sometime in nagkita ulit sila, but
Yeah.
they hug
Yeah.
each other.
I think Colonel Kerubin
Kerubin,
was also then received a medal of valor in that war, and he's now a civilian and he wants to run as a senator. You go back there and talk to recall their history at that time.
You know, that hug, even
Yeah.
though I didn't see it, even in the video, somebody told me the story. It is striking. It's it's the evidence that the work for peace, the
It's working.
dialogue
It's
really was
working.
working. So, congratulations sa plaque, sa plaque for Pakigdait. Thank you for
I
this
wish
interview.
I have more time and also.
Yes. Next time again.
Thank you.
Salamat. Okay, bye-bye. So, ato na may